Hey guys, what's up? It's Tim, otherwise known to my friends as Drax. I just want to do a follow-up vid. I had my surgery done, ACJ Stabilization or shoulder reconstruction, and I just wanted to tell people how it went, let other people know how it's going to go for them, and just give you an overview. So we'll start right at the beginning. In the morning, woke up at 5, got showered, drank some water, and went to the hospital. Got there by 7, got into the I won't say ward, got into the area where I would have my pre-assessments done, and then I went off to the surgery at about 12:30, so I was in there from 7 until the afternoon. So I was aching a bit, and I got quite shaky going into the anaesthetic room. It was kind of cold in there as well, but it wasn't too bad. They gave me the injections in my shoulder to numb it, or somewhere around here, and that completely numbs your arm, blocks your nerves for several hours after the operation, which makes it heavy. And then they gave me the anaesthetic in my hand on the top here, which knocked me out. So before I knew it, I was waking up from the operation and it was done. I was in about 7 out of 10 pain, but I guess that's not too bad. They did give me IV paracetamol. It's like a strong concentrated version of the normal paracetamol you take, but in a liquid that goes straight into your blood. And they gave me some Oromorph. So I got the pain down. The pain went down to about 4, which wasn't too bad, seeing as they had messed around with bone in my shoulder. So I went back to the ward pretty quickly. Half an hour took me to come around from the anaesthetic, so after that went back to the ward, and I did try to move a bit, and as soon as I'd done that, the pain went back up. It was only a tiny bit of movement because I was feeling a bit uncomfortable, and it took I had to wait like 3 hours to get any pain relief. I think they gave me some codeine, which I was fine with. And then they gave me some Oromorph, and as soon as I took it, within about half an hour I was sick, and they gave me some anti-sickness, and then I was sick repeatedly from when I got to the ward, which was about 4 o'clock, until 12 at night. And during that time I didn't really notice the pain in my shoulder because I was feeling so sick and my stomach was feeling so bad, and I was sweating loads. Because I was allergic to the Oromorph they were giving me. So, but they did give me they let me have the diclofenac, or diclofenac, that I took in with me to reduce the swelling. So the swelling seemed to be under control at first. So we're talking about NHS here in the UK, NHS hospital. So the staffing was pretty low. It was like 1 to 2 nurses, and I had quite a lot of pain during the night, and I was calling for the nurses repeatedly. And it turned out when nurses switched over, a nurse said to me that I could no longer have the diclofenac because studies had showed that it reduced the recovery rate, or the repairing rate of your body. So they didn't give me that, and they couldn't contact the doctor because she had only been up 10 minutes before. So I didn't understand why they didn't talk to her then. So I was left in a lot of pain for a long time, until eventually they phoned the doctor, even though she was busy. They phoned her because I was in such agony. you know, I would call it a 10 out of 10 pain. It's the worst pain I ever felt, and I hopefully never have to go through anything like that again. And after 4 hours of being in pain, I couldn't take Oromorph. Already had IV paracetamol before that, so I was waiting until the next time I could take it. Codeine was barely working, and wasn't allowed to take anything for the swelling. I can't take ibuprofen because I suffer with bad acid reflux. So a combination of things. So eventually the doctor was contacted, and I was allowed to take the diclofenac that I'd brought in with me, which I could have done with 4 hours earlier, instead of suffering. So that actually brought the swelling down fairly quickly, as it usually does for me. And I was given IV paracetamol, I believe a little bit earlier than I was actually due it, but you know, the pain was pretty bad, and under the circumstances it was fair enough. So eventually I got to sleep about 6 o'clock and woke up for breakfast at 7, and by that time the paracetamol had run out. They took it away, and within I guess 20 minutes, half an hour, the pain was back in my shoulder, quite severe. It was building again. So I got given some codeine, and the codeine took about one pain off, I would guess. It didn't really do much. I was due for an assessment by the doctor because he was going to sort me out with something better. He came around, I guess, about 10:30. Of course, I'm in quite a lot of pain by that point, and he gave me something called oxycodone, which I was allowed to take straight away, and that reduced my pain significantly to the point where I felt the nurses said that I was due to go home that day, and I was feeling like I could do it, but there was still gaps in between, and I was only on oxycodone and paracetamol because codeine wasn't really working. So I got to the evening, had the meal in the evening, and I thought to myself, there's such low numbers of nurses on the ward that I would go home, where I live with my family, and I can be taken better care of with my family here, and I can get the painkillers when I need them, you know, and have them at the right time, and have the anti-inflammatories, and have ice packs to take the swelling down. So I did that, and went home last night, and I slept a lot better last night, even though I still woke up in pain, and because I was probably slightly overdue medication. I got a good 8 hours sleep, including a bit this morning. So here I am now. I'm feeling alright. It's not too bad. I'll probably go sleep in a bit. Got to do my exercises, which involve a basic movement of going up and down, and I'll have to grab this arm, my good arm, and use it to go up and just down. And that's basically the only movement I've got for 6 weeks. I've been told by the physio. I thought there'd be more than that, but right now I think I took the oxycodone, so it should be working a bit. But I've got to keep this thing moving a little bit at a time. It's quite painful, but as long as I don't have the pain that I had last night, or the night before, 2 nights ago, then it should be okay. So I'll let you guys know. I'll give it about a week, let you know how I'm doing, keep you informed for anyone else having this operation. Now hopefully it helps you guys out. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you later. I just want to add on to the end of this video big thank you to the nurses that took care of me while I was in the Dareford Hospital. I know you work very hard, and you're definitely underpaid for your job. So, you know, not enough numbers on the ward to help you out. And I know a lot of nurses wanting to do better for their patients, but they just couldn't with the amount of people that were there. So, just wanted to thank the nurses that looked after me at the time. Cheers, guys.